Hello everybody and welcome back again to the Lotus Fire Showroom. We are live tonight again with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're in the freaking past, folks. Hey Liam, how you doing tonight? Look at that, Liam. Okay, I didn't take off the picture from this morning because I'm too lazy to do so. Besides, I'm pretty sure if anyone wants to freaking redo that, it'll be fine. So in the case of, I think that's something I'm going to do is now, from now on, as we stream a game and I have the channel point reward up, the rules that I have found and will activate once that channel point is redeemed are written up there. I've got the same bottle of tequila roses earlier, if we want to do a drinking game. Earlier we only took like 6 shots throughout the entire stream, so I think we can survive with our liver relatively intact, so long as we don't hit like 5 hours of dialogue in a row, which is actually impossible, considering I was streaming for 3 hours. So I'm going to undeafen so we can hear John, because he is already in the chat. And then whoever else wants to join that is available to play this game, they'll be able to join whenever they want, as usual. Hey John, I think I should be undeafened.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Hi, Liam.
All right. But yeah, don't. I have not. It has not been redeemed yet for the stream. Therefore, I'm not drinking until that is done. But it's fine. We're on standby. We're ready.
I promise I won't redeem it this time.
I mean, I don't mind. I thought it'd be a lot worse this morning than it was today. It wasn't.
No.
Also, it was fun. I kind of liked it.
Oh! I kind of just realized that could be some fun stream ideas in the future, because you could just New Game Plus it and do some of those
specific, the expansion specific. That's pretty good.
Because New Game Plus is a thing that I always seem to forget about, but...
It won't be anytime soon if I do that, but yeah, like every now and then, they release like an expansion a year, right? It's like every year or so.
An expansion, one expansion every 2 years.
Oh, so yeah, so then, like, for example, we could do a New Game Plus for one expansion every now and then. That'd be pretty neat. Do you have to restart everything in New Game Plus, or do you New Game Plus one specific section at a time?
You New Game Plus... ARR is divided into 6. Heaven's Ward Onward is divided into 4.
Okay.
So the first half of the MSQ, the second half of the MSQ, the first half of the patches, which is the finishing of the expansion's story, and then the lead up, and the final part is the lead up to the next story.
Okay. But like once you start that New Game Plus, you can do other content as well, right? You don't have to do it all in one go, I would hope.
No, and you can stop in the middle, but you can't start another New Game Plus while you have one in progress.
I see. So, I don't think... Have we seen Fandaniel's, like, full mask yet?
In theory.
So, like, we saw it when it was that ethereal thing that shows up over his face, right?
No, that's different. We saw... There was that one... The only time I think we could have seen it was that one scene in ARR where...
The Organization 13 one?
Yeah, the Organization 13 scene.
Gotcha. I'm all caught up.
Woo,
armor!
I think we've seen Logriffs, maybe? No, we didn't see Logriff.
Logriff
Gaia.
Is Gaia, yeah.
We've seen La Habreas.
It wouldn't have been on... Logriffs wouldn't have been on the Prime, the Ascent Prime. Half of it. Because, like, you see the ethereal one that's, like, pushed out, right? And then they'd have the broken one in the middle on their faces, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I don't know if we actually were able to see it through the seal.
Okay.
Which, the seal is that the red line thing they summon in front of their head like a visored.
Yeah, like a visored.
Well?
No, it's a good comparison. I'm a fan.
Specifically, like Ichigo, but...
Ichigo, yeah. Well, Ichigo didn't go through the same mutation, so...
Well, no, each visor summons the mask with a different hand flourish.
I love... The hand flourish in that kind of thing just makes me so... I'm sorry. The prospect of removing a mask that way and having effects come from it Makes me a little wet, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they do it in Persona.
That's.
What
I hate how good that comparison is.
What do you mean?
If I'm thinking the same thing that Liam's talking about, but
Phyrexians? I don't know what he's talking about. I think the Phyrexians, he's referring to MTG, I think.
Phyrexia is MTG.
Yeah.
He might be referring to something that.
Yup. This
Either
episode's kind of.
he's referring to an upcoming set, which I don't think we're visiting Phyrexia anytime soon, or new Phyrexia. Or
Well,
he's referring to some.
Tamio. Oh my. Oh, you're referring to okay, you're referring to the Kamigawa Neon garbage that just came out. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Neon Dynasty that just released.
I do want to look at that. I need to look at what's in that set because that looked interesting.
I'm kind of sad that they chose to make Kamigawa the cyberpunk one, but they do.
I'm happy they're revisiting it at all.
What's that?
I'm just happy they're revisiting it at all.
Wait, my issue stands with like, is it really Kamigawa if they're just gonna like?
It's the future of Kamigawa.
So no, it's not Kamigawa then. It's not the same setting.
It's the same setting.
But no, setting implies time as well.
If we're going by that, no setting is the same. No block is the same setting.
I think there's an in between. There's an in between, right? So you're correct because like if we go like,
if you're including time in setting, there is 70 years between the first, like in world, between the first two Ravnica sets.
Then yeah, I would say those two are not the same setting. It's a slightly different setting, but takes place in the same location. That's what I would argue, because those three, like those three editions or those three sets that are, 1, 2, 3, those ones that are next to each other that happen in the same like X amount of time, like the Mirrodin sets, I would argue those are pretty similar. Those are the same setting because it only takes place like one after another, right? The time spiral set, to a certain extent, you'd say that.
Okay. There's a difference there. That's a block.
Yeah. So your blocks, some of your blocks. Okay, continue. Yeah.
Sorry. We're talking over each other.
We are, and I want to have this conversation because I think it's going somewhere.
Fuck off with this.
Hey.
One block in Magic the Gathering is meant to be the same time, same place. It is one setting.
Yeah, okay. Yes, exactly.
That's how it's meant to be. Planes are just based on location.
Yeah.
You have some outliers like Shadowmoor, Lorwyn Shadowmoor, or Mirrodin New Phyrexia.
Mm-hmm.
I have come in to tell you there is a difference in setting and stuff.
Excellent.
There are I don't remember the actual terms. I'm looking through my fucking script writing notes to actually tell you.
I remember a lot of school stuff where we would do exactly that. There'd be like the setting is time, place, and I think characters involved, but I'm not quite sure. As well
it's
as like
roughly around that, but I don't know if setting really encompasses all of it, or if it was just one of the things. I'm trying to find my notes.
Oh, so you're thinking that no matter one of the... Well, I mean, as soon as one of those things would change, then yeah, it would change the setting, is kind of what we're arguing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of like... So I would say, like, yeah, Kamigawa has the same location, but like so far into the future, it's almost inarguable that it'd be the same setting. Especially since everything else has changed as well. Like the whole theme of it.
Even the spirits they've adapted to the technology.
That could be interesting. Okay, that...
Because they have... Yeah, because in their like trailer thing they have, they show the 5 dragons.
The only thing I saw in the trailer was the teaser, actually. So it's like the bonsai tree and the samurai, I believe, is what we see.
I watched the full trailer when it released.
Okay.
Which is still only like a minute long. But
Well, yeah, it's not the 10 seconds I saw then.
no, but it showed all five dragons, and they'd been sort of cyberpunked,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
New equipment creatures could be nice. How's the sound, by the way?
Excuse? That would be interesting.
So I'm ultimately a little intrigued now, but I've struggled very hard with cyberpunk settings in general.
I could turn you off of this second
Same.
entirely with one word,
Oh no.
and I don't want to say it because, yeah.
What did you say? Oh, mech.
I said mech.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was the word.
Well, you know what? You know what really kind of worries me about that is
Are we gonna get a Gundam plane?
it's that Kamigawa had a set of, issues regarding westernization of Japanese and Asian culture, as most things tend to do when they're like 20 or 30 years old and all that stuff, right? And they're written by white people.
20 years old?
I would assume. I mean, it looks like it's dirt old. I don't know how old it is, but like we're ancient, and I'm pretty sure it came out before 2002.
15, maybe.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna get annoyed not being able to find my notes.
so
'Cause
for the sake of the argument,
you did say this exact thing.
what? Who said what?
I'm trying to find my notes because it literally described like the whole thing, like the whole setting thing. I'm trying to find it.
Oh yeah.
Like I know it's somewhere in, like I've learned it during the time I've been in school.
What was the name of the first edition?
just trying to
Kamigawa?
find-
It was Trader.
Okay.
Traders.
You were right.
How old is Kamigawa?
2004.
Oh, it's almost 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
like
thought it was.
with a lot of things written by people over on this hemisphere of the planet that have not touched that culture all that closely, it tends to have misconceptions and sometimes harmful stereotypes, and making Kamigawa cyberpunk amongst all of that kind of throws away their chance at trying to fix any of those issues, as well as they're probably going to go ha 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 anime cyberpunk instead of actually making Kamigawa a proper cultural.
Except cyberpunk is there's a huge subculture of cyberpunk and steampunk and all that in Japan.
I'm not saying there's
Like,
not. I'm saying that
huge
if they just go wowie sci-fi cyberpunk anime stuff, and then they just toss in all those tropes, it's not going to do anything. It's not. So like that's what I'm kind of worried about. That's my main worry. And it's not like Wizards of the Coast has been very good at avoiding that kind of stuff. I keep forgetting about Kaladesh.
I'm not mad at the sets that have a focus on artifice. Like it's become a huge part of a lot of MTG planes.
Yeah, they'll
Like Kaladesh.
well,
Amazing,
you know,
is it not?
they can only do so much in terms of what they're creating mechanics-wise, right? So what they'll do is they'll invent new mechanics and then create a power creep. But for color focus, you only have 5 colors, so you can only have so many combinations before they're like, okay, everybody has to play the same 3 colors, right? So every now and then they'll periodically pop out a set that's based off colorless, and I think that the Eldrazi sets were really cool because you could have a set that was colorless and was an artifact. That's nice.
Yeah.
But eventually they're going to come back to artifice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's part. I think that's part of why they've alternated certain. He did say he was just popping in for something.
I don't want a card that is just a gun.
They did say that, like, they've... Ugh. Ravnica's an example of what I'm trying to say. It's a block or a series of sets that focuses on... Rather than focusing on individual colors, it focuses on 2 colors. Like, groups of 2 colors.
Meteon, can you tell me that telepathic? Sorry, John, she said something, and can you tell me that telepathically?
I'm sorry.
Entelechy's.
I forgot this was this.
Oh, we were having it's a good convo. I'm putting a pin in it because I think that this is going to be important as well.
It is
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace.
They are created here. They're part of this place. I bet they're connected
A
to this
happy
place
accident,
directly.
born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color to reflect the emotional
I
state
don't like the way
of
they're
those
talking about
nearby.
accidents.
Though
Oh, so
be it
they...
here or elsewhere,
Right, they're
they
like
are seldom
directly...
seen in any hue save purest white.
Oh, you found it. Nice, Void. They're connected here, and they can... right, there's a whole thing about the emotional
Reflect
ether.
the emotional states, you say?
I can't remember the name.
By what means do they achieve this?
They don't
In
know.
creation, there exists an energy
Ah, there we
wholly
go.
apart from ether.
We're gonna learn what we
One
came here
driven
for.
In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy.
Pardon
While
me.
it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
I'm almost 100% convinced that
Akasha? It is one of the
Hermes is gonna mess
unseen
something up
energies defined by
with all his
Harnish
experimentation.
alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification,
we've had this conversation, yes. Akasha.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy.
That's how it was explained to us, yes?
Dynamis, we call it.
Okay.
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions
It sounds like Meteon
into
can do something similar,
tangible phenomena, are
Intelligence. Yeah, well, that's what she said.
That's me! An Entelechy!
So if she keeps creating...
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
So he wants to make more entelechies, things that mess with the thing that turns people into blasphemies,
a form
huh?
of energy
That's
other
not
than
suspicious.
ether? Dynamis?
Hades is
I've
rightfully
never
upset
heard of
about it.
such a
Cool.
thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof
so bad
until
at
the
drinking
flower's
water.
serendipitous creation.
Every time.
What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter.
Ah, so when they're emptied of ether...
On account
Yeah, we
of
kind of figured
which,
that.
beings comprised of
That's when the
and
Dynamis has a
reliant
better
upon
effect.
ether,
Bigger effect.
like you
Worse
and
effect?
I,
Yeah.
are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. Tis a truly esoteric thing. known
Hence
to but a
why
select few scholars.
Meteon has thin ether.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Because he's taking the
Our
first
star,
steps to ending the world.
Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it.
Neat.
However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may
Dynamis
account
is
for as
worth...
much as
is
60
okay.
in more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door.
All of
to
this is not
limitless
lifting, like, raising any red flags for you guys?
Tis not unlike a gently flowing
Okay, we have the
stream,
power of hindsight
unable
in
to
my
break
case,
through
but that's
the
fine.
dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue this stream with the vigor of a raging river,
This is some real, like, super villain red flag garbage, I'm saying, but, like...
Oh, I found Sappho.
Nah, man, everything's fine. To axe to doubt.
not that I have such grand ambitions.
Yeah, sure.
Nay, I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse.
Ah, fly past. That
The relative
raises the
scarcity
question
of
of,
ether
does that
beyond the
mean
bounds of this
dragons
star was a concern.
have access to Dynamis in a
So,
certain form?
I look to another source of energy by necessity.
I don't mind the word Akasha. Dynamis just rolls off my tongue a little easier.
That being
Well,
Dynamis.
no, we know for a
No
fact
wonder her ether is so thin.
dragons are creatures with a
Precisely.
high etheric density.
Yes, ambition, the
Yours
word
is
that people use when they
thin
aren't a villain.
Like an Entelechy. like me?
No, I'm not an Entelechy. I'm just about a ninth of them.
Are we the same? Enteleckies.
Their eyes are ether batteries. Right, okay. Right, I remember that. We've had this conversation before, I'm sure. So then Dynamis isn't the only way to traverse stars. Oh, actually, wait. If I'm thin, it's because Emmett Selk didn't do a proper job. Plug me in then, Liam's. Wait, no.
Oh my gosh.
That's dangerous.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when
Or
facing
kinky.
imminent
One of the
death.
two.
Listen, Emmett
Can't be the
Selk,
only one who's
it worked
thinking
on you, you
Does not an
turd.
Entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
So Limit Breaker's use of
And
Dynamis,
limited
what?
though its influence may be,
Yeah.
Bruh!
Yeah.
oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fella.
I love that a
You
lot.
must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
They're like, mechanics? Which, I swear, they sit down and they're like, where's a notepad? I need a notepad. In this case, my notepad is, it's a Paw Patrol box set. Don't worry about it. So they're like, we got a list here of game mechanics we have not canonized yet. You know, in Shadowbreakers, we did the Duty Finder, okay? I don't know what other mechanics they can. Oh, yeah, in Stormblood, we really expanded upon the Echo, okay? Okay, you know, like respawning and stuff. Okay, what's left? Limit breaks. What do we do with limit breaks? Dynamis. Got it. Write it down. Throw the... Alright, sorry. I'm using the camera to its fullest extent, I promise.
Okay, I'll clip it.
Fair.
You
Oh,
might
voice
hear
says
yourself,
clip it.
but-
Clip what? Wait, did you guys give me pants with that, or did I not get anything from that? Oh, hey, how you like the new theme I'm using on Final Fantasy? For my HUD. And my menus. It's pretty, isn't it? Liam says I'm doing it. Wow. I said box set, but like it's more like it just contains stuff. It's a box. It's not a box set. It is a set that was in a box, but it's not. Is that light theme? Are you not a warrior of light? Hmm? Hmm?
Nope.
It irks me to discover there's an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. I actually changed it this morning. What do you specialize in? Making my life harder? It began when immediately interrupted by Hithlodon. Oh no! It's the opposite. He doesn't want... I prefer Warrior of Darkness, LMAO. Can't believe it took them 2 whole expansions before they decided to tell us how the Echo works.
Ah!
Void Sent above Sin Eaters? Yeah, what about Blasphemies? The Charybdis. The Charybdis is a big old thing that Behemoth throw at you, isn't it? The thing is that with Final Fantasy, I don't have to worry about battery usage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
You good?
Yep. So Sappho's on that island you just left.
Oh, nice.
And guess what? When you speak to her, she tells you a poem.
That's funny.
And she's lying on a blanket next to another woman.
Oh, wow. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they did.
I never skip leg day. Scandalous. They were roommates.
Oh my god, they were all mine.
What is the Charybdis you're
Oh.
referring to? Homies?
Yeah, it might help if I actually go and make sure I'm on the same instance as you.
Yeah, I don't know what instance I'm on.
There's only
Oh,
3, so...
This is a Sanua. They call them Charybdis? Okay, so they can't fly. Interesting. Y'all don't understand how... Y'all don't understand how evolution works? That would mean killing them.
Are those Dragonic enough for you to not want to kill them?
Hermes wants to not kill them, I think. It's the other dude that wants to put an end to them, which is kind of rude.
Just a little. Oh, I found you.
Everything becomes crab in the end. Oh, of course I can't transfer.
I don't even know what that means.
Transform. You mean Liam's comment? Crab. Start the drink it is. It's now drinking game time. We've activated it, so... I don't know how they do this. For the style, I wanted to flip it off like they do in movies and stuff. I need more water, apparently. Be right back. I'm in my PJ pants
Oh yeah, you can't do pantsless streams anymore. I'm just gonna go through and make sure all of these have been completed.
Just have to move to OnlyFans. What the heck did I miss? Am I gonna listen to
You
this
said-
pod and be horrified? I'm back. What did you say?
said not. You said don't worry. I'm wearing pants. I said, oh, that's right. You can't do any pantsless streams anymore.
What? Okay. Carcinization is an example of conversion evolution with which a crustacean evolves into a crab-like form from a non-crab-like form. The term was introduced into evolutionary biology by L.A. Borradaile, who described it as one of the many attempts of nature to evolve a crab. And then we get an emphatic crab from Void. Fantastic. Here's my water, by the way. Alright, I feel like I missed something. So they said something about how... Oh, they're supposed to be embarrassed when they transform. It's
I
nudism.
think it's less you're supposed. It's not that they're supposed to be embarrassed when they transform. It's that the ancient society considers it uncouth, I think is the term that was used.
So uncouth and vainglorious.
Yeah.
There are legitimately over 10 species of crab from completely separate evolutionary lines. What the Okay, I'm kind of terrified by that fact, though. When do we get to become crab?
Can we not? Please?
It looks like that's the end of the evolutionary line, my friend. Crab is ultimate form.
That isn't even an apex predator.
It doesn't need to be. They learned that humans crab people. I believe that's a thing in One Piece.
Yeah.
Or you got Larry the Lobster.
Fishmen and mermen.
Do they have mermen too? Taste like
Poseidon.
crab, but talk like people.
Or King Neptune?
I have not.
What's his name?
I have not gotten that. I don't know. It's not in the games. Oh wait, I guess that transformation would be his transformation. That's interesting.
The Hades fight? Yes.
Yeah.
That's his transformation. Or that's his transformation as it is at the time.
Yeah.
Because I doubt it normally would include all the masks of all of those different masks.
Well, I mean, you could just transform. They can transform to pretty much anything else, right? I have a favor to ask. Did they name him Emmett Selk? Or yeah, they did.
That's because he's Emmett Selk.
Yeah,
That's
I
his
was
title.
like, did I see Hades? Or is it because we're talking about Hades? We want to see him naked. Oh, you bet, baby. What's that thing that people
not even
do?
his final form.
What do they do? What do they do in that TikTok thing? They go like. Me whenever someone says Hades. Oh, that's I learned that the guy who plays Frieza in Japanese is the same guy that plays. I can't remember. That's awful. I found a video where he was screaming stuff his characters do. Oh, Mayuri Kurotsuchi in Bleach.
That checks.
Right?
Remember this mount.
The Sanuwa or the thing you're writing?
The thing I'm writing.
All right, I have to write. I have a favor to ask. Why would people ask? Why do they think I would be able to get this guy convinced? I have killed him in the future, and he must know it. As well, he's just like absolutely, completely mad at me for like not being Azum.
That's the reason why he's mad at you. Is because you're not Azum. It's also part of the reason why you'll be able to get him to do it.
Because he's got a massive crush on Azum. Yeah.
Because Emmett Selk is literally the definition of the ultimate tsundere.
Is it tsundere to Azum, or is it just a tsundere to me?
I'm gonna say both, plus his Hythlodeus.
Ask Hythlodeus to take off Hades' robes. We all know Hitler could totally do it. Oh no. I'm not lifting a finger. Oh wow. I don't blame you. Relentless insistence. Oh no. Please, Emmett Selk. Now I want to try something. What if we go, please? Do they want me to do? Yeah, they do. So we do that like this, and then we type in Hades. Doesn't work. One could only hope. It would have been funny if it would have worked. That would have been a nice little touch. There we go. How do you spell Selk? The things that'll save into my keyboard, I swear. Please, Daddy. Daddy.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
You bet your booty we are, buddy. Let me go get the game, actually.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your
That's
better
not
nature,
fair.
most benevolent Emmett Selk. Please teach her to fly.
It would have. Ooh. There we go. Sorry,
Or
I was
else
just.
Hermes will transform. Right now.
Or threatening him with a good
Now,
time.
there's no need to go quite that far.
Don't threaten me with the
Altruism
good
is its own
times.
reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Who do you think, Emmett? Come on, man.
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Way to tell on yourself, buddy. Why do I care so much?
Please, Emmett Selk. Please.
Do it. Do it.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Does Emmett Selk in the Emperor's body have in Solus? Is that his name? Cindery King. LMAO. Have the golden eyes? Hey. That looks like it's part blasphemy. It's got that face.
I will aid it once it is taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Yes, but not as vibrant. Okay, cool. I'm not.
It doesn't look familiar.
It looks like what you were riding, for sure.
Well,
but...
let's relax
It
and
is
enjoy
what
the
I was
spectacle,
riding.
shall we?
Yeah. But like, I'm wondering, like,
that's Hades' personal mount.
wow, how do you get it? Oh, because did you fight Hades Savage?
Nope.
What?
That
Collector's Edition mount from Shadowbringers. Nice. Drink. Oh, what did I miss? Drink? I'll do it.
I think Ed nod.
You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation.
Today I am having a watermelon rattler.
Character nod. Gotcha.
Truth be told,
This is why the rules are on screen.
I was.
I like
On the strength
rattlers.
of my ability
They're
to
okay.
see ether. But
I also like
declined
Emmett
the
Black
offer.
backstory.
For though my vision is exceptional,
Oh,
I am
Emmett
a
Black?
pedestrian in all
What
other
is this, Super
aspects.
Mario?
Worse
Super
even,
Paper Mario
quite
meets Final Fantasy
abysmal when it
14.
comes to
Emmett
manipulating
Black.
ether,
Black.
for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so.
Oh no, Heteldeus.
What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
I mean, you can tell others about it, I guess.
Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both. The latter to
Yeah,
an
but he also
extraordinary degree.
has his heart broken in like a couple years where the world
If
will
there is a
end.
mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
It's not me. Can you teach me his magic? Maybe I won't hate casting as much.
Isn't it Elidibus
Thus
who has
did
his
I
heart
recommend
broken?
him for the office in my stead.
I would
And I
say
wasn't the
that,
only one.
you know, having
Far
almost
from it.
everyone you know in the world die, you know, to your perspective, I think that counts as heartbreak.
Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had
Okay,
previously lent a
I will
helping
admit
hand.
my comment was a bit of a stretch.
Pretty sure they
how
all have their heart
surprised
broken.
he
Yeah.
Claimed he hadn't done anything.
Elidibus did give me
remarkable
those
for
vibes of
anyone.
like someone who's just
Modest to a fault.
lost everything. You know, like Emmett Selk has that vibe too, but it's not. He doesn't look like he's given up on it. Where Elidibus just kind of, for most of the story, felt like he was in a torpor, and then eventually was
deserved
broken out of
every
it
bit
once
of the
we
claim he
killed
received.
Hades.
Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it
That's
not for a
because he
mutual
kind
friend.
of was.
Because he was.
And we didn't.
A
He
singular
technically
soul
wasn't broken
can't
out of it
help
until
but involve
we
herself
beat
in
him
the business
and
of
trapped
others.
him in the Crystal
Where
Tower.
she walks, excitement is certain to follow.
Well, like, so the way I would have thought of it was, because you're probably right, but like the way I kind of see it is like he's.
Her antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end.
I don't want to say vegetative
much
state
of
because
his
that's not
grumbling
accurate. He
stems
just
from
doesn't
genuine
listen around
concern.
him. He's got like those depression earphones, you know. And then when we
our
kill
friend calls, he never fails
Hades,
to
he
answer
gets
and lend his
upset, and then
talents.
it's like when you're depressed, you feel that one emotion incredibly strong. So it would have been anger, and then we like just to push him out of it, and it's that fake like, oh, he's out of his depression, he's angry now. No, it's that fake progress that people have when they're depressed. It's very well written.
And in the course of doing so, he himself came
As
to be
most of this game has been.
recognized and respected by those around him.
I should probably pay attention to what they're saying.
They are truly remarkable individuals.
Oh, they're talking
I'm
about.
proud to call them friends.
No, he's
Talking about
smiling.
Asm. Okay, so skill and character for the world over. He had previously lent a helping hand. How surprised he was claiming he hadn't. Oh wow, he's a good guy. He's trying so hard
Asm?
not to be. No, Asm is. Well, I'm sure
To
she
help
is.
them
I was referring
realize
to
their
Emmett.
dreams.
Star, how you doing? Hey, hi,
Hi,
Aurora. We're
Star.
gonna say right. We switched it to Aurora, so we're gonna call her Aurora. Hey, Aurora, how you doing? How's everyone tonight? Thanks for the raid. We're doing a drinking game on Final Fantasy
They have
14 and
fulfilled
Walker.
their respective purposes.
Just got Tequila Rose. I don't know what else to say. My name is Pyrus. I stream. Right now, I'm only streaming Final Fantasy 14 because
So too
That's what we
shall
all
I
wanna
have
do.
fulfilled mine. And
Anyone who wants to
together
join
we
the
may
drinking game, the
return
rules are
to
on
the
screen.
star.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you.
I don't think this is what I meant to do. This is like you're spot on, right? When you point, my camera's over here. When you do that, I move my camera around. So
I can only assume.
Liam
it's
just
the color
scared
of
the-
your soul.
what do you do?
I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
We're the same person, actually.
Well done, my pet. Well done.
Oh, you just felt LMAO. I forgot to fix my shout out. Whoa, you came with 2 and I'm up to 9 viewers. That's rad. I'd love to see it.
Sweet.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on.
Here on, it can fly. Y'all, some things have emotions. You don't need to put them down because they forget to fly once.
To Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Going to lurk, but I appreciate you. You too. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that. Enjoy your lurk, Aurora, and alleviating the tension.
I have an alternate name for that.
What?
Channel point one.
Yeah.
Make Pyrus have to go to the washroom.
Need more one-on-one hydro time, please. Square, Hathel time, square, please. What is this? Is this a? What is this? Wave. Okay, Emmett. Where are you, big boy? I guess I just have to use wave here. Going at it the long way. Oh yeah, you love that nice light theme. Hi, Emmett. If I know your true name, is it like in the King Chronicles where I control you? Blame it on the I've only taken one shot this stream. I took 6 earlier, I think. I don't know what the content. I feel like this is not shot alcohol. No, it's only 15%. That's less than my wine.
Alcalo.
Alcalo.
Mine's 2.5.
Yeah, it's.
But it is beer, so.
Yeah. 2.5 is. That's low.
It's technically a radler, so it's beer mixed with fruit juice.
Ah, is those juice? Yeah.
The beer I was drinking earlier was 6%.
The Charybdis flies. Does the behemoth use Charybdis in his boss fight? It uses it in Monster Hunter, but I don't think that's I don't think that's the same thing. Amaretto, 30% plus cranberry juice. Mad Lad.
Ooh, that would be tasty.
I need to. Cranberry. I think they put amaretto in the Lon milk thing they gave us at the Blurry. It's highly recommended. Excellent. They even put a brownie in the bottle.
Almond liqueur.
That sounds nice. I should get some Baileys for my streams.
Solid choice.
My mother gave it to me when I was young. Not too young,
Sortilege.
like 14, and then she milked it, so she watered it down with milk. She's like, you can't drink. No, I don't think I was 14. I'm sorry. I think I'm exaggerating. I think I was a lot older than that, actually. It feels like so long ago. I thought it was chocolate milk. So.
No. You could always get sortilege.
Sortilege is really good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really tempted. Just like a nice whiskey. Oh. Ooh.
It is whiskey.
I know. It's like a maple. It's a really good whiskey.
It's a really good whiskey.
Oh. I'm not joining no fates at this level, please, game. It won't give me what I need. I have those, I took up the relic weapon quests for, I think it's Heaven's Ward, and I'm annoyed because they take forever.
At least you can do it for the most. You can do a lot of it solo.
Yeah, I can't. I have a hard time finding the fates that'll drop them. I guess it's any fates, really, but.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. Which one are you on? The first quest?
Yeah, probably. Woo, pants! Yeah, I think I got Luminous Fire and Wind. I think that's something I'm supposed to get for them, but I didn't.
Oh, the crystals. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first part.
Ironwood. When you burn Ironwood, it can kill you.
Blame it on the
This is not the same set, and I'm upset, but it does look nice. Oh. Nice slippers, girl. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, speaking
Maybe
of
if we
shoes.
go to the right one.
Holy cow, I'm actually halfway through this expansion by now.
Yep.
Wonder where you learned that. Ironwood, as taught to us by a certain DM back in the day, when set on fire, has a very toxic smoke. So what I wouldn't recommend is setting on fire a boat made of ironwood in the middle of the sea. It's not a good idea.
Okay. So it is a it's a small chance of dropping
Ugh.
from any fate in the appropriate zone.
Okay.
Only if you get a gold rating.
Oh, which is easier done with a party.
For the most part, yeah. Unless you find there's usually one or two like easy fates in a area. But yeah, it's easiest with the party.
And then, again, mention of reversion, and immediately Hermes wants to figure something else out. So I think he sees that as death as well, naturally. It's probably what they call. They don't like to say the word kill. Thought he was just a rushed character in Ruby. That's the Tin Man, right? Sorry, I don't know if everyone thinks in that perspective. He's the guy that takes over after.
The Tin Man is Ironwood, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I said. Exactly.
Yeah.
Commander Ironwood. The one with the robo arm. The one that fights and... I don't know if he kills him, but the one that fights at the end of season... What's the one that's not this one, but the previous one? 7? Fights Weasley guy. They fight to the Caleb Hiles track. Yeah.
There's a
Arthur, his name is. Right?
Have you seen the most recent season of Ruby?
No, I haven't. Me and Ada.
Yo, gosh.
I hear it's good, but like, does that thing that Ruby does, where they like make you feel emotions? Sister's boyfriend just walked in. Oh, this is peanut shaped. I love it. It's like Spectrobes.
I don't want to like equate it to Endwalker because of how like much Endwalker is.
Yeah,
it's really good.
How consistently good it is.
But like, same vibes.
Okay. Oh, we killed 3.
In that the theme of the season is emotional damage.
Ah, yes. So the Lycaon...
As if that hasn't been the theme of Ruby since like season 3.
Season 8, I think, is that one the most recent?
I believe so.
Volume 8. Excuse me. Is there a new? That's
I
what we're talking about.
I don't know if season 9 released yet or not. I don't think it did.
I would know because my friend watches it like religiously. Like more religiously than you guys.
We don't watch it religiously.
You watch it more religiously than I do. Yggdrant? Yig? It's supposed to release this year. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we got a shot glass from an escape room place. That's what Ada gave me. Are there extreme trials yet in this expansion?
2.
We get mounts off them?
Yep.
What are they?
Flying lynxes.
They're
Cats.
They're cats.
With wings.
I mean, this is the internet. I can't say I don't like cats. Yeah. I know the deal. Mateon follows me. They've got them Pegasi here. Let me just attune to this real quick. So Liam says Volume 9 is supposed to release this year.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if I said that.
They had to slow down production for Volume 9, so...
What, with the Rona?
With the Rona. Plus, I think Rooster Teeth changed warehouses, like changed offices this past year.
Yeah, they had some drama, didn't they, recently? When I say drama, I mean like yuckiness. I mean probably.
I think specifically I know specifically in Achievement Hunter, they did.
Yes, they had some SA allegations, didn't they? Something like that.
Ryan.
Gotcha. Like Owens. So I guess they're wolves. You're one of the 14. Shut up. Okay. Create a good. I'll exhibit the same tendencies. Oopsie. What's Kairos? Okay. Memory messing. Nice, cool. Pashtarot. Which one's Pashtarot? Prefers memory wiping to murder. Gotcha. This guy over here.
Well, it's a more apt comparison for memory wipe would be something like our word.
Or the way he thinks it, yeah. I mean, I kind of see it that way, yeah.
Non-consensual, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Hermes has an outlying thought regarding how creation and death exists, yeah. Which is something we're being obviously fed the information during this in kind of a subtle way, but definitely not a subtle way. They're like, hey, he doesn't like things dying. Which is funny because I think, mythologically speaking, Hermes was also a standout in the Olympians.
Well, in many ways, because he was quite honestly, he was the scrawniest of them. He was he held the most dominions.
Yep. Travelers, thieves.
And he was the most looked down upon.
Grooming allegations started last year. There it is. Yeah, of the Olympians, because if we enter Hades into that, I think they're like maybe not equally.
No, it's not. That's not an easy comparison
because people are afraid of Hades.
Hermes is considered one of the Olympians, but his most well-known title isn't for any godly domain. It's as messenger of the gods.
Oh, you mean Hermes? Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's. Who are these? The goddess of spring, goddess of harvest, the god of the skies, the messenger of the gods.
Yep. Which is so funny because, like we've already said, his domains are. They could have picked anything.
He has the most individual domains of any of the Olympians.
Yeah, because most of the Olympians they're around like 2 or 3. I think he's got
the closest in number would to him, I think, would be Poseidon.
Which is like earthquakes, the ocean,
horses.
That's right.
Because Poseidon is the god of horses.
Don't ask me why.
Because he created them.
Because he bangs.
Horses were his. He created horses in the competition to become the patron of Athens.
Right. Whereas Athena created the olive.
Yes, and the olive had more practical use in reality.
And you're right. Technically, you can eat a horse. That's all I'm saying. Can't really.
He formed the first horse from sea foam.
Yep. You can't use their oil though.
Glue.
I don't. I think that's bones, isn't it? Or sinew.
I think it's from the bone.
Yeah. I don't quite remember how you do it in Tales of Graces, but you can make glue.
There are ways to make glue without killing horses.
Oh wow, they made a Pokemon arena. Familiar plant. That is a carnivorous plant, and I'm gonna get attacked. Oddly shaped as members rising. Oh no. A Conyon, a flower that can move. They're rude. Cool. What's new? Plants that are rude. If it was white, it'd seal the deal. We'd have to cut it down. I'm gonna step in these even though I was just told not to. A junction. Are we gonna bury something and summon a demon to find a gift for Hermes? Unless demons don't exist in theory. Yeah. Arceus is relatively fun. Story is rather light as of right now. I've heard a bit about the gameplay and I'm not a fan of what I heard. I've been so disenchanted with Pokemon recently. It's truly tragic. Morbol, like, it's an Adonis? Who named that this? What?
Oh, it's a purple.
They're called Adonis.
I mean, the name is to denote strength, right?
I believe Adonis was known for his beauty, actually.
You might be right. Or was it both?
Also possible. Oh, there's nothing. Just awful weather. A shiny thing? Could it be one of those flowers?
Elpis.
Yep. It's one of those flowers.
But don't you like the white flowers, Pyrus?
No, I'm gonna burn everything down. I made a mess at work yesterday, and I'm like, hey man, and I tell my boss, I'm like, I made a bit of a mess, and I don't have access to the equipment for cleaning up, because like, they keep the mops and stuff all the way up in the maintenance section, which is all the way across the warehouse. So, he's like, all right, I'm coming back with a mop. So he comes back with a mop, and he's like, all right, I gotta talk to you. So he's like, I'm like, okay. So he's like, here you go. Here's the mop. You got water in there. You know how to use mop. And he says, the only one rule, the only thing you gotta pay attention to, and he points at one of the signs on the mop. Like, there's 6 warnings on it or whatnot. And most of them say, like, this is how you can use this. But the last one says, flammable, essentially. He says, the only thing you can't do, set it on fire. And I look at him, and he's like straight-faced, and I'm like, I'm like chuckling a little bit. I'm like, thanks for telling me. He's like, we got one rule. But most of it, everything he'd said in French until like, we got one rule. I'm like, amazing. Absolutely amazing. The new boss is great. You want me to make the flower dark? I don't like where that's going. The last time I made a flower dark, it crumbled. Adonis in Greek mythology, a youth of remarkable beauty, is favorite of the goddess Aphrodite, identified with that copyright infringement. Traditionally was a product of the incestuous love Smyrna or Mira, and entertained for her own. Wolf. Incest. Why would you set it on fire? Has someone set it on fire? I want to set it on fire because no one has set it on fire, and maybe we could solve some problems, you know? Maybe I won't
I
have
think
to...
he means the mop.
What? The mop? Oh. No, I think that the cleaning product is actually...
They're talking about the cleaning product.
Yeah, I think it's flammable.
I'm more concerned. That's the one rule?
I'm pretty sure it was a joke, but yeah. Nothing about drinking it. There was no warning on the bucket, at least.
Hermes!
Typically, when someone says, this is the one rule, they're saying that for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he's...
you were waiting for me.
Given the language switch and the general haha funnies of the situation, I'm gonna assume he was laughing.
Okay.
We got one rule.
Yes. We've come to
It's kind of hard to tell with new people when they're not when they're wearing a mask, right?
Yeah.
My thanks. For
He's like,
keeping me
we've
so
been
calm.
working with him for like a week and a half, maybe more, but
Emmett Selk and his
one-on-one
layers have already
interactions
retired
have
to
not
their
happened a
rooms.
lot.
Oh.
There is room for you too, if you would like.
You're just hiding in the bush.
Wait! Show you something first.
I'm a Dark Knight. I can do Fury really easily. Apparently that's all you feel when you're a Dark Knight. Just angry all the time.
Elpis flowers?
Yeah, that's
Go
because
on.
you never see it coming, Pyrus.
What?
Dark Knight. You never saw it coming.
That's purple. That's not black.
You're not the
It's a pretty
only
purple.
one, Hermes.
It's a very nice purple.
Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
This is an interesting scene because it
I see
indicates
Meteion
that
has shared much with you.
the Warrior of Light, or as the internet has taken to calling them, the Asm has a deep sorrow inside themselves that they can just put away at will.
Yes, his name was Harshaphon.
Oof!
May we talk a moment?
What's with the bedroom eyes, my guy? He looks exactly like you would expect someone called Hermes to look. I just want to put that out there.
I don't know why his eyes, like even when I first watched the scene, his eyes unnerve me.
They're slightly unnerving.
The combination of the shape and the
We
color.
live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place.
It's the emotion behind them, in my opinion.
And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued
You should be
by
doubtful.
doubt.
You're gonna destroy something, man. It's called the world. I blame
Do
you
recall
immediately, I'm
what
sure.
Ithildeus said when we first spoke of my nomination?
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart,
Excuse me,
always
I'm
beautiful.
sorry.
Perhaps it is, but only for man.
I guess
What
I'm-
is a man? Man.
Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought.
Look at the
Some
hedgehog!
scarcely born into the world,
Is it a
afforded
hedgehog,
handful
or
of
is it an
breaths before
echevore?
life and
Or is it an
potential are
echidna?
abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the
A
pain.
miserable pile of
They
secrets.
sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful.
Is a key.
I'll get to hear how it is firsthand. Probably will try it later tomorrow. You were convinced to buy a game, okay? I know I usually don't take too much convincing, but yeah.
Yet no one cares. No one.
You know,
So
Horizon
fixated
Forever
are we
for
upon the
Forbidden West
duty
is
that
coming
we
out
do
soon.
not pause to question the method.
That's the important part. Like, it's got to be about having fun, but like, I think my issue with the
And
Pokemon games that have
suffering,
been releasing recently is that I'm afraid of
confusion
not
and
having fun.
despair, writ plain in the
Because
eyes
I've been
of
burned
those
by them
poor
before.
creatures.
You don't want to
Then
spend
no
all
one
that money
sees.
just to be like, this game
We turn a
sucks.
blind
Sucks
eye
to
and
be
carry on
like,
in
wow, I'm not
blissful
having the fun I'm
ignorance.
expecting.
Nor to miss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white.
Wear it big.
If it feels fluid, that actually resolves one of the issues I had with what I thought I saw.
Want to scream. How can you all accept this?
Sometimes mechanics don't come across well
Then I wonder,
when you're watching them, but when you're actually
am
doing them,
I
it just
the aberration for
feels
thinking
right.
this? And I'm filled with
He's having some kind of "I hate the world" speech, which we already knew he was feeling in our time, but
But
not
now I know
necessarily.
I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside
I need this
He
game to
just wants
stop
to-
because I do not want to feel
If you
empathy
only
for
did
this
it at
jerk,
meetings
by the
and
way, okay?
systems.
He was in Azahi's body. I didn't like Azahi. I didn't like him, and now here we are.
You didn't want to feel empathy
Nevertheless,
for an antagonist in Final Fantasy 14.
I don't feel
know that
empathy
you
for
too have
Xenos,
experienced suffering.
so that's good.
He is specifically designed for you not to feel empathy.
I'm supposed to
for.
feel apathy to him. There are side quests to catch Pokemon for other people. Okay, okay.
To so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden. You are a strange one.
So a potential profession in the Pokemon world is
The stars in the
Poacher.
heavens.
That's
They are.
what Team Rocket does.
Though it is too far to tell.
Can you Nuzlocke
Each
Arceus?
glittering
What?
light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life.
Ugh.
So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their
I think the next
lives
Pokemon game I'll
meaning,
get is
that
Pokken.
drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins,
Cannot Nuzlocke is the
By
general
creative beings of
consensus. I see.
who can traverse the vast
I
emptiness
think the next
between
Pokemon game I'll
stars.
get is Bofa.
Meteon and her sisters.
Bofa?
Do you not know what Bofa is?
I don't. You're gonna say both of these nuts?
Aye, sisters.
But I'm a fan of
She has a great many of them. And they have already
Oh,
departed on
that's
their
interesting.
journey. Traveling to one star and then the next in search of life.
Are you talking about Omega?
Might expect. Exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties. And thus far I've naught to show for it.
You're afraid of parts of
But
it?
I
Yeah, you
have
mean like
faith
freaking
that we will
Palkia?
make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds.
Can you?
It would not do for both of us
Nuzlocke?
to be sleep deprived.
Let's go.
Come, Meteon. Let us head back.
All right.
My head's trying to tell me something, I think. What has she got? There's an island up there. You know, it's occurred to me that if we're level 86 and we've got a dungeon coming up soon, level 87 is coming pretty fast.
Yes.
I know what that means. Wow, I can't believe we're almost halfway through Endwalker. We're past halfway through.
Yeah. You are officially in the second half of Endwalker.
Tamer of Steve. Oh, did I get... No, that quest gave me nothing. It was just dialogue. Also,
Yeah, you're going to enjoy the next dungeon.
This is good.
Actually, you're going to enjoy all of them. I think you'll enjoy all of the dungeons that are left.
There's like 2 or 3, I assume.
There's 3 more dungeons in the MSQ, and there are 2 optional dungeons. Yeah.
Nice. Next dungeon is a dungeon.
Correct.
Oh, Hermes. How are you gonna unmake them? You're just gonna snap your fingers and their ether's gonna dissipate, or? You know what's wild is that they have to actually come up with the concept of a primal. Someone had to create primals, and it wasn't just by like if primals were a natural entity that existed prior to the Asians or the ancients messing around with the world, right? They would have probably existed prior, but before Zodiark, we haven't heard of them. Now, we don't have history before Zodiark. Sorry, we don't have history before Hydaelyn.
This is history before Zodiark and Hydaelyn.
Yeah, but, so like we have that, but they're not talking about it. So like prior to this point of the game, we wouldn't have known. So up until now, there was no way for my character or the players to realize whether or not there were primal. What is a primal but a very BG creation? A planet?
That's essentially it, though. The primals were created through mass creation magic that
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
essentially required the sacrifice.
oh, your question was
lives.
what is a primal? Right, I got you. Yeah, so like, which implies that the first primal was Zodiark, and then the others just kind of came across. They did something to the natural balance of the world that made it so primals were easier to summon because we don't have to sacrifice all that many peoples anymore. You just need to have a lot of ether.
Ether and prayers.
Yeah. We just make our own gods. Yeah.
That's what the summoning ritual is.
Yeah.
Because blah 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 blah. Gilgamesh.
You mean when he summons Enkidu? Yeah.
Yeah. He created that primal all on his own.
Ysael, Shinryu? Shinryu is an example of that.
No. Both Shinryu and Shiva were formed from the prayers of many.
Well, yes, you could technically make it one by yourself, but like that Shinryu is a new primal created through the prayers of many, whereas Gilgamesh just had enough ether on him to do it. We'll make our own Bahamut. No, we need the original Bahamut. No copycats, please. Ah, okay. The Asians taught them how to do it. Gotcha, that makes sense. That still means that... It still means that it's an easier version of it, though, and either the rules of the world changed or they just finessed it.
Well, we know that you can summon primals using life force. We've seen it in the MSQ, in
the
AR.
real Bahamut, please stand up. Please stand up.
Technically, any Bahamut you summon from now on would not be the real Bahamut.
It would in my heart. Why is it flying?
Because at the time, in this period of time, it's become a trend to add flight to any sort of creation.
It's a trend.
Yeah. Time to have some cream soda popcorn.
Eee, they have M&M popcorn at my job, and I don't like the concept.
I'm going to mute myself while I'm eating this.
I'm sure the viewers appreciate. Excuse me.
Because I seem to always forget when I want crunchy things. I will still be here.
How come I don't get the other deadly sins as attacks? The real Bahamas were the friends that we made along the way. Specifically taught them a version of that causes tempering, and that's the problem. So whereas the ritual of primal creation / summoning nowadays demands less souls, they kind of go and get their souls themselves. That makes sense. It's a payoff like any other. It's also more than likely because when they summon them using souls or whatnot, they do so with the express intent that the souls will generate more ether than just general ether from physical objects. So like the way I see it, it's kind of like that. It's that it's a Full Metal Alchemist thing, like how much is a soul worth? Oh wow, there's the staff.
Yep. Like, name aside,
me.
they weren't trying to be any sorts of subtle.
Please, forgive me.
Fair.
But
May
the
you
reason souls are
and your
used
kin
is because all
find
like
peace.
soul equals ether.
Wherever your
Aether,
souls
whatever
may
you,
drift
however
in
you
the
want to say it.
underworld,
I still usually say aether
I mean,
because
say-
find tranquil seas.
yeah. You can create a primal without it being able to temper. Only very powerful ones like Zodiac can naturally temper a being without being part of the initial summoning. Okay. Well, so like,
Be not forgotten.
I remember Ifrit trying to temper you
concept
at the
endure.
summoning, but that might be...
To
you were
reclaim
protected
form
by
and
the
one day
tempering
live
of
again.
Hydaelyn.
Yeah, I just assumed that the tempering was a
Serve
consistent
not
issue because
the
whenever
star,
the primals come up,
or
they can
any
only send you guys
purpose
after
save
them.
your own.
No.
Live again, if that be
It's
your
a-
desire.
It would be an issue with elder primals, basically.
So, Zodiac, Bahamut.
Beings that are powerful enough to
Hate,
be
if that be
to
your
temper on
want.
their own.
Anima,
You're
apparently.
worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens. Be born anew. Fly
Is Anima?
high.
Yeah, Anima, I guess, would be an
Fly
elder
free.
primal.
Well, yeah, Anima does it multiple times when you're in Garlemald. And at least twice, I think. He does it when he's initially summoned, and then he does it again when you're in Garlemald. I think he
Again.
might do it again.
Well, again, if he's summoned using the newer summoning method that the Assassins created, it
Join
would
the
just have that
convocation,
ability
Hermes.
due to the form of summoning.
You do not belong.
He was a lot bigger. I think... Yeah, he was a lot
Leave
stronger
to
than the rest of them
replace
because he was
another.
also able
To
to...
be replaced. It changes nothing.
He was able to affect the entire world all at once.
Tell me, do you think it right that we
That was because
sacrifice
the
all
towers were
these
used
lives
for
the sake of the
amplification.
Yeah, well,
star?
they created the towers all in one
And
go,
when the star has
didn't they?
reached
Or were they already
perfection,
there
what
just
then?
chilling?
If
No,
all
they
who are
created them all
satisfied
in one
Yeah,
choose
so
to
that's
die,
still
shall we all
there.
die in satisfaction?
Yeah. I'm not. No. Anima is probably the most powerful of the modern primals.
Nuh-uh, Bahamut.
I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount
I
to
don't-
approving my predecessor's death.
I guess compared to like Zodiac,
I don't
Bahamut
know
would be a
if it is
modern
right.
primal. But Bahamut is still a primal
be
that was
torn
first
by such
summoned
thoughts.
like hundreds of
I do not know if I am
if
fit
not thousands
to
of years ago.
represent
Yeah,
mankind.
using the same...
Alexander is
Hermes!
also a primal. I don't know if I would consider him modern in terms of the time period of the game.
But they both use the same practices to summon as opposed to Zodiac.
Forgive me.
Yeah. Any primal could
If you would
potentially
still
reach
consider me in spite of
reach whatever
everything,
power level you want it
I'd
to,
make some time to
so
gather my
long as you
thoughts.
give it enough ether.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Hitler
No,
dies.
Alexander didn't temper anybody.
I fear I must trouble you to attend.
People tempered
We
Alexander.
don't know the actual method that was used to summon
It is
Alexander.
no trouble at all.
Like,
Take as long as
initially.
you require.
I think Alexander was the one that was following orders.
Because Enkidu didn't temper either.
I pray you find that which you seek.
Enkidu was
Right?
not... no, I don't think so. I think Enkidu was very...
I expect we
I don't want to be that way, but like I think he was a
matters
weak
to discuss.
primal.
Well,
Shall
yeah,
we
he was
return to
formed
the
from the
12
prayers of
wonders
one
for a
person
time?
with a relatively small amount of ether.
Yeah.
Aye.
But it's... I think part of the tempering relies on the wishes of the people summoning.
I just read Midnight Abyss's message about nifty keen concepts. How they finessed it a little bit. Oh, what's the guy's name? Raiko Valmore. Nope. Oh, good. Understand Hermes is already
Ichigo
mentioned.
Kurosaki.
Oh no. Give me the gloves and shut up. Manganese. See my gloves. Oh, they have nice, like, claws on them. Nice. Look, it's my Graha cosplay. The Essence creation magic, use ether which you have an abundance of, requires a concept, an idea of what you want to make, basically a blueprint, primal summoning. There you go. Enigma Coda summoned Alex, okay. What if Alexander was like not a virtual, a pseudo primal, like a proto, no. He's a mechanical primal, he's the only primal that's like a machine. It doesn't even function.
Of the goblins.
Okay, because it doesn't even function without, like, without a pilot.
Yeah.
The Athod primals. Ah, yes. I also used ether, but from crystal. Also requires a concept, but what concept takes the form of prose? Ah, I see, I see, I see. Yes, that's the idea that you're... I get it. Author of the Enigma Codex as a haven for scientists and philosophers to research the mysteries of life. Like a time-freezing thing, right? Yeah. So, other than being a primal, Alexander was somewhat harmless. It's just its massive consuming of ether that caused an issue.
Yes.
But they could also change the function of it by having someone else at the helm.
And like even Susanoo and Tsukuyomi.
Yep.
They're both primals of the same tribe.
Yep.
Technically speaking,
Mikomi.
they're both Kojin primals. Tsukuyomi is a minor, where Susanoo is the principal. So the main primal of the tribe.
Concept. Yeah, but the ones in the Eden raids aren't. I mean, they are primals, but they're not. I can't say they're not like the same, but they're quite. They're like the. No, the only difference is the way we summoned it.
Eden's recreations.
Yeah, but all in all, they functionally they're the same as primals, except they don't consume all the ether, I guess.
Well, they were created through Eden, basically to restore ether.
Yeah. Reverse primals?
No, because you still they were created from the ether, and you had to defeat them to release it.
Hmm. I see. They're all the same. Urianger used summoning between them. Was Urianger there? I forgot he was in Eden. Alexander was a good primal, yeah, I think that's what they try to make him be in these games, isn't it? Foreseeing all the infinite possible futures, included its own existence would inevitably lead the land drive ether, causing the end of the world. It intervened with history only once. By itself. This will take us to the Calameliosephoros. Interesting that we have a cutscene. Oh, it's just a teleport discussion. I mean, I'm liking the lore drops. Intervening in history to destroy itself. Yeah. Hello, it's me.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros.
Nice.
Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
Right then. Let's begin by...
Yeah, I guess Anima would be considered an elder primal, because
well,
he was able to enthrall other
Delightful.
primals. Garuda kind of did the same thing, but it wasn't the same.
Was he capable of controlling other primals, or was he simply controlling the people that summoned them? Therefore, the reason they were summoned was for whatever those people were controlled to think.
Tell is that?
Fair. Like what Garuda did with Ifrit and Titan.
I think so, yeah.
That's a new species of shark.
They used shark. They just said shark. They didn't say something else. They said shark this time.
Yep.
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox. Consideration
I love how
given
he's just
to
going
such
on.
things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight. Another, superior intelligence.
Is he
And
hunting
then
him
the
down?
floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple
You're not
heads,
great at
or
hunting.
arms, or legs, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else. to
Shark here
create,
refers
but
to a group of creatures, not a individual creature, though.
Here we are.
I mean, technically also the same in real life, but yeah. I
Yes.
think you've offended it. A dragoon?
Better.
Oh. Oh! Me!
That was too close.
Nope.
Are
Oh,
you
no, it's
unarmed?
Heidelin.
Hit mommy.
Oh. You're right. My bad. I forgot she
If it
existed.
isn't a pair
Actually,
of familiar face.
she has to exist in real life.
That we should meet you here.
Venat. Mommy. Mommy's weapon was a scythe. She's not one of the 14. We already knew that.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return.
But she
to the
retired.
Star.
Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry. Mommy sorry.
Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
Huh.
Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Oh. I know that name. That means Azem is
It's been a while,
okay.
Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Dang.
Less so
Fine.
than itself. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled.
That
in
means that
number.
Azem isn't the name of our true name.
No, Azem is the title
A shame for
that we
one
hold
so
as
young.
part of the convocation.
You must make an effort to frown less often.
I should have known. What's our real name gonna be?
Easier said than done.
There's no guarantee
thanks
we'll ever
to
find
our
out.
unruly
Okay, well that tells me that we don't find out
How
this
is she,
expansion.
if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever.
And they probably won't actually
Rushed
because
headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day.
they could actually. I mean,
I
they've
should be
already
glad to
given
share
us
the tale in
an
its
identity
entirety
prior to our
later.
split.
If you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am.
So Heidelin,
Now then. You
Interesting.
are?
she can see ether as well, naturally. We had to save the creeps. Nice shading work. Stop calling her mommy. Now I gotta call her mommy more.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
I was gonna say she knows because she has the echo, doesn't she?
I do not
Echo
believe
doesn't
we have
exist.
ever met.
No,
Yet I sense
but it's
my
gonna be the
magic
echo.
upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only
That
have
logic
done
is
so
flawed,
at a later
but sure.
point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
Tempering.
The Echo is her magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she could use it on herself, so she has the echo. I'm gonna say this, and they're gonna be like, "What the heck's a primal?"
Primals, you say?
There it is.
Well, I'm not familiar with such beings. But if they enthrall
Sorry,
by
there's something
walking
under my
the
chair, and I
balance of
keep
ether,
stepping on it.
then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection.
Yes, that.
It's a hand.
I always forget that. I know.
What's that?
The Blessing of Light and the Echo are two separate things.
Ah. So that means that
Many
people with the
people can
echo
have the
can't
echo.
fight
That you are not ignorant to its presence.
our boys, the primals, then, as I was assuming the whole time we played the game, because they were so often mixed up.
Hold on. From the future?
Hades, I killed you.
That's
Stop.
absurd.
I could prove it to you. I know your name.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a
Oh,
result of
right,
the
yeah.
final days.
The butterfly
You cannot
effect.
reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Just say Azim told you like it would. He would just say Azim told you it to mess with him. Oh yeah.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown.
If you
And there's
knew.
naught
If
more
only you
unknown in
knew.
the future. Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed
I don't know if Venat be the best
foreknowledge.
character.
So you needn't
Definitely stands
worry
out
for
amongst the
us.
rest of the Asians.
More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to
It's tragic
travel
that they
unto
took
the
her mask away
past
though.
bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
You salty, buddy?
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
You literally asked me not to tell you anything.
As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Okay, Hades, I'll talk. She doesn't look very happy about it. Glare at me, Daddy Emmett.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest.
Heidelin is...
If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation.
Is
at
Venat...
Burton
Venat is
Oikos.
unsundered. Emmett's unsundered. La Habrea was unsundered.
We were meant to
And the
meet.
Litibus, correct?
Emmett,
Else
Selk,
I wouldn't have marked you so clearly.
the Litibus,
sent
and
you unto
La
myself in the
Habrea.
past.
And it, well, but Venat has to be
It's
unsundered as well
precisely
if
the
the
sort
Litibus
of
is,
mischief
correct?
I would get up to. I'm quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
Okay.
Litibus.
Mommy,
I
Daddy,
think
Daddy.
it's different. I think it's different because Venat did not separate herself from Heidelin the way Elidibus did from Zodiark.
So you think that the identity of Venat doesn't exist so much anymore?
It does, because that's what makes up the primary identity of Heidelin. They are one and the same.
But it's, so then it would still be an unsundered soul. Venat wants to talk to me in private.
Heidelin was created in a similar method to Zodiark. So technically, Heidelin is a collective of unsundered souls,
We've seen one of these things before.
with Venat being the most prominent personality.
So Abyss says technically, yeah. I think I understand what you're saying in the nuance there, but yeah. What I'm saying is essentially she would still have Venat's entire memories, right? It wouldn't just be like the other sundered ones who don't remember everything in their entire purpose. They're completely there.
Yeah. By that logic, every soul in Zodiark and Heidelin, in addition to the three, is unsundered, but we don't consider them.
But because they don't have, like, they're no longer one person. No, they're...
That's why I don't think Venat could technically... Yes, she's unsundered, but she's not one soul. Venat
Do they
is
have
Heidelin.
access? Do both
Heidelin
Zord...
is...
Sorry.
Hmm?
Do both Zodiac and Hydaelyn have access to the members of every single soul, or do they thrive upon the ones that they use as the core principles?
I will happily talk more about this after this area is done.
Oh, this area is gonna end up on a freaking explosion, isn't it? Oh my god.
Yes. I will tell you that 100% yes.
There's no way this doesn't end with the final days again.
Well, logistically, it has to end with the final days because they already happened. From the Warrior of Light's perspective, it already happened.
Yep.
The reason we're here is to Sag.
Just expect lots of Sag.
Excuse me.
Wait, you're supposed to give me a thing. You didn't give me that.
I hope you can get to the dungeon tonight.
Well, seeing as
because you do.
Sorry.
You need a bit of time after the dungeon.
How much time do you think?
For cutscenes.
I have a bit of time to extend tonight, so.
Okay.
There's no way he will be able to end after it. Oh no. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait till Monday. I read Meliagros as Metagross. Yep. Thanks, brain.
No, it's not too long after the dungeon, but it's a longer cuts. It's a longer sequence than you normally get right after a dungeon.
Yeah. You know stuff's about to go down because we have menders here. Mommy?
You're in a settlement.
Still like 30 to 40 minutes after dungeon end that the stopping point is. Oh dear.
That's what I mean.
A wonderful aroma.
If he doesn't get access to the dungeon until an hour from now, that's 20 minutes before. That's 20 minutes before he was originally supposed to start the dungeon.
Have as much tea as you like.
Hot water.
Then, will you tell us your tale?
I can, as long as Hades is in here. Actually, we don't know who we can talk to about it because we don't know who causes it, even though I'm pretty sure it's Hermes. I think I also would have told a bunch of people a lot earlier. Just take the Lucifer angle and just tell everybody and expect them not to believe you. Oh, that soundtrack sounds nice. Where is it? I haven't been paying attention to whether or not they have been nodding.
Why don't you
I apologize.
start from the beginning?
Oh, Emmett Sulk's here. Uh-oh. Emmett, your mask is clipping into your arms.
The animation can't be perfect.
It isn't Kingdom Hearts 3. It is a little less hyper-realistic, though. She knows something.
You're not in the middle of a cinematic.
Oh, I'm telling them everything.
Yup.
Well, no, I'm not in the middle of a cinematic, but the animation in Kingdom Hearts 3 usually doesn't clip because they have, like, their clothes all have, like the chains and stuff, the stuff that, like, pops out. And they really actually, like, clip and, like, they touch stuff. They have contact. I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit bizarre. I literally just told Emmett Sulk I killed him.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Chains of memories, Liam.
While
Liam's still
not
here.
the words
And
I
then
would
I
have
went to the
chosen, I too have
moon!
my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous.
And then got the driver.
What of you, Vanar?
Why is she French? Oh.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did.
That is to turn yourself into the goddess and then slap Zodiac so hard.
I had no recourse, but to oppose the 14 and
Yeah, that's the
create
missing
this
pieces, isn't it?
Hydaelyn. Circumstances change, of course.
Oh,
But it would not have been an easy decision.
Vanar
regardless.
is derived from Latin,
No.
meaning to
There
hunt.
must have been a reason.
Apparently.
Oh,
One
okay.
compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which
I'm
I said
gonna
would serve as a guide.
check multiple sources,
That
but
it's of import to your mission is plain. But your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance.
It's a double whammy,
What
baby.
could it be? What are we meant
I
to
hear a dog
accomplish?
barking.
Might it not
Dwarf
be simply
Force.
thus?
It's a reference to 12. Oh.
In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By
No.
alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for
That's too
other
simple. I don't
futures.
think it's that.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility.
So you would erase our entire future? I doubt it.
Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destination.
Thank you.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not
Both
specify
I
a
and
point in
Emmett
time
Selk
to
are
which
looking
she must
kind of
return.
somber.
By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
No.
Alternatively,
I'm supposed to gather
she had
something
reason
here.
to
Wait,
believe that our
Final
paths
Fantasy
would
12?
converge.
What?
Coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact.
You guys are old
If
as
the
dirt.
final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet
Yeah.
despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Oh, okay. So it's very on the nose of a reference.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed
there
it
is a
impossible.
Vanal previously from Final Fantasy.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah,
This I
Zoe
have
just said
always
basically she
believed.
does the same thing Hydaelyn does in very different ways, but at its core.
And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world
You
will be
probably
undone
have.
by some unforeseen calamity.
Sounds about
I
right.
also
Good to
take
see you haven't
offense
changed.
to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
I would not have described him as such. I take offense to that.
To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
That's right, we should pull out.
I wonder why.
You claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantom-style people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory.
Bro, you become depressed as hell, my guy.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
In order... I don't got answers for you, my dude.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
I feel bad for him.
Emmett Selk, wait!
I feel very bad for him. The VA was on point. The VA was excellent.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
It's not a huge drink, but it's drink. I'm actually 100% convinced that these two are involved.
How
Emmett's
you send his
VA with the
creation
emotional
meteor, you say?
outburst that's solid but not screamed is very incredible.
If Dynamis
It's
is
just
the
like
selfsame
screaming in
energy
voice
as
acting.
Akasha,
If
as it
you're not
likely
screaming
seems,
really, you're just
then those
projecting
two may
the
well
illusion
be
of a
at the
scream.
center of the calamity to come.
I don't think I can do
This
that.
warrants
Not
further
well, at least.
investigation.
But the guy who did Ryuji in Persona 5, for the record. It's a good job.
With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces
What do you got,
of the
buddy?
puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice
Selena
it to
does not look
say,
impressed.
I will aid you in your quest.
Selena's looking around the table at the damage she's done by just being here, and she's like, ah. Dang.
Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
It's that second bit, eh? It's the not feeling embarrassed about voice acting that's really kind of... I think you could do a pretty good job of it, Void. Where are you sending me? Also, did I nod? I feel like there should have been a nod somewhere in that conversation, and I didn't see a single one. I was ready to nod. It never happened. Or it didn't. I've been, like, checking my screen out. Yeah, singing and voice stuff, and yeah, I know how you feel. It's hard to break out of that idea. That was almost a nod, but she's almost starting to look down. This minute. Oh. Hello. That kind of sucks, Void. What kind of person is Hermes? Walking archives, okay.
Oh.
The method of creation is where the big if, isn't it? Careful, he rambles. This is the best warning I've had all game. It's interesting to me that the masks the regular Ascians have like that little beak up the front. It looks avian when they're not wearing it.
It is a little court of owls.
Yeah. I don't think I've read those comics, but yeah.
It's a Batman thing.
Yeah, I know. I know because it's apparently the main plot of the Gotham Knights game that's coming out soon.
Ooh.
Or soon.
I'm suddenly not feeling the best, so
Oh.
I'm actually gonna hop off now.
Okay, no worries. Get some rest.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy the rest of this area.
Thank you. Ciao, man.
Ciao, ciao.
Flying Creations, my friend. Where's the console headers review? Lots of secrecy around how he created her. Fair enough. I could tell you more. Oof. Thanks for the alert, John. Hope you feel better soon. These terms sound vaguely familiar. This guy's last centuries. That's not a nod, but now we know we can nod like this. Alright, we gotta go talk to Vana. The game used to give me my Drake all the time, and now nod equals shaking it. Nod does not. What? So you think that counts as a nod? Would you argue that counts as a nod? Does not equal. Gotcha. That's what I thought. That was a quick work. You were obviously clever enough to... Yeah. I don't think it's about clever. I think he just didn't like me. Yeah. Okay, so Hermes is the only one with knowledge on Dynamis. Hermes is legitimately a mastermind who just... programming in Python. Alright, so we keep looking on Hermes. I thought so. I rather wish you'd have told me that earlier. Peripetea crystalline. As a programming, I'm just used to using it. Okay. Only seen it in Python or use it in Python. Still no new equipment. Cash out jar work on your stream as well. I wouldn't, I don't, I guess I could technically cash it out on my stream if that was what you entered when the command requested it. I think I have it set so that you can ask for somebody. Yeah. Well, since I'm in charge of most of it, it goes, how you doing, Rice Industry? Alright, oh boy, it's bigger on the inside. The word anon, what are you sending me? Talks about the architecture and sends me somewhere else, thanks. Void is teaching you advanced C++. That's pretty rad. Most teach me. Oh, teach you. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna say anything. Provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors. Nice sideburns, Yurianje. What? Too busy. I have to design a whole RPG database, combat system, all the programming, and RPG. Oof. Wait. Do you have teammates on that project, Void? I like that my shoes have claws. Meteon. Always near Chief Hermes. Oof, oof. Oh, yikes, that's rough, buddy. Training late one night, she got outside of Chief Hermes, standing here, heaven's word. Ah. Now wants to hear the story. Restore art and design. Ah, I see. So half the team is on design and art, and you guys are programming? Or you're doing the programming, and the others are all doing different things? Let's go talk to Galeen. Metabaseos thalassai. That's sea stuff? Yeah. In the last year of the small chain. Ah, I see. Mistress. Funny. Come on. Let me go. I want to fight something. We got a dungeon. It's coming. Come on. It's almost level 87. I don't got time to mess around with you. Last year we'll have a team of 10 over the course of 2 semesters. Whoa. Whole year dedicated to that? Whack. I mean, I guess it's not like he's gonna tell me. Ah, okay, cool. Nice. Take me up, baby. Bing bong, bing bong. I think gross. Oh no. Gross. I'm pretty sure Void's taking classes where you think he is. Calamelio Zephyros. Unhurried observer. I was not told to expect. Oh boy. Let me in. The view looks like it's covered in fog, my guy. Come on. What you got for me?
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Yeah. The usual job hunt problem. I have a few friends who had to move all the way over there.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
I'd argue it is. I'm not gonna compare the two.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But
Good
more
idea.
than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
Yeah, well, you won't really be able to go there, huh? Unless you echo me. But the echo is, the echo is very much a, isn't it? It was described as trauma, wasn't it? Yeah, I keep forgetting that, but it's like basically our soul's reactions to the trauma in that happened there. Oh, that was not on this one, was it? No. Your character thumps their fist excitedly like this was in another drinking game.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it.
Make me nod my head, lady. If we meet Azim, right, and Azim nods, does it count as my character nodding?
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart.
Honestly,
Thank
don't
you
think
for
I would have survived
regaling
if
me
it
with
wasn't for
your
your
tales.
creation, but yeah.
As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature?
You don't know about Dynamis?
Whence sprung mankind?
That's important, yeah.
Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles.
That's why you step down.
Each and every one of us. Born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done.
Isn't that the whole concept of creation magic, guys? Come on.
A passion swelled within me. An epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And
Okay.
a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility. Built as it is upon precarious happenstance.
Mm-hmm.
I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately. To hear its voice.
Think, feel?
Feel its breath.
Say it. Say
I
think.
ventured forth on a
Nah,
journey
feel.
that very day. So very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons
It's a beautiful
of light
speech.
and
Where's it
life.
going?
Laughter that warmed my heart like
Through the
naught
eyes
else
of a
before.
mantis shrimp.
They are my meaning and my purpose, my love.
To protect this world from
And so long as
devastation.
they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it.
Kind of
A
cheated
moment
that, yeah.
she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future. Tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Ooh, I mean, it's been worthwhile for me, the player, because I busted all the nuts, but, like, oof. You gonna nod? She's thinking. I don't... Not quite a nod.
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides,
Nice.
we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
Nice.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Yes.
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone.
Any mention of shooting stars in this
shooting
game is making me
star,
nervous
only
because of, you know,
rising rather than
the final
falling.
days.
But then another shot up. Then another.
It's like
and
reverse
another.
final days.
Intrigued, I made my way to the
It was what we
edge
saw
to
when we came in.
investigate.
No.
And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Matea, rather.
The Matea.
There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Okay, so, let's finish this scene.
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day.
They can modify it.
Alas,
They can,
he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet.
if the
that he
Matea
needed to
can
conduct further
affect
tests.
Dynamis, right? And if Dynamis turns the flowers that react to
shouldn't be
Dynamis
long
black,
now,
what
though.
would it do to the sky if you had a bunch of them?
He often
Right,
returns
what if-
to that isle, and I have a feeling
Ooh,
he's nearing
watch
a
the
breakthrough.
shooting stars we see during the final days be the Matea returning in a really bad mood. For have been like, what if they just left and didn't find anything that's willing to? That was a nod. I saw that. I didn't miss this one.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details.
Shoot. I overfilled that one. Spilled a bit. That's fine. That's just Peter's.
Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now?
Yeah, so what if the Matea are coming
So,
back
I
because
shall
whatever they
leave the doors
found
for
they
you.
didn't like or it affected them in a negative way, and they came back and now they're affecting everything in a negative way because they're too distressed? What if that's it? Whew! That'd be interesting. That'd be wild. I'd be right. It'd be Hermes' problem too. Talk to me, Heidelin. Uh-huh. Either someone will appropriate his secrets and make use of them, or that Hermes himself would have a hand. I'm sure it's Hermes, 100%. Like, number one's possible, but... Alright, let's see here. Helm of the Behemoth Queen. Do I get horns? Please say yes. Oh, baby. I'm a-liking this. Where have I seen this helmet? I feel like I've seen this outfit before, but moving on. Okay. I like that she's Sherlock Holmes doing this and very, very calmly. Like, we're not on time or anything. Can't believe we don't have any offhands. Where are my earrings currently at? I thought that said. It does say samurai. No, it's mainly slang. Slang means all the. Yeah. Not physical DPS. Big Doragon, Melanion. Monsters that were around before, pardon me, the advent of the Sea Eaters in the first shard. We might actually get to level 88 today. Like, my character, not the quests. If we do the dungeon, we most likely will. That island over there. The only island we can see in shot. Oh, okay, there's a bunch more. Never mind. Has a fly. It has a tree. You can fly, right? Yep. Ha ha ha. That's funny because he doesn't mind me in the future. Here before meeting my after, not confusing at all. Certainly not unthinkable. Argus survives the split. Oh, it's a worthiness thing. What? How's she gonna fight? Alright. And if this memory turns out to be a bad one? Okay. It's totally not gonna beat my... Wow, it matches my outfit. Looks like a long walk, but it's really not that bad. Just enjoying that ride. I love the way our character sits in there. Oh, the manganese set has been behemoth stuff the whole time, hence the claws, okay. Oh boy, there's an instance. Level 6, one level above me, not so bad. Ouch. I need to stretch my legs. Alright, Vina. Huh, she's a paladin. I shouldn't be surprised.
Let neither side hold back.
Hey, yo. I think I can turn the sound on a smidge. She says don't hold back, and she's not doing nothing. Oh my lord. Okay, never mind.
My blade sings.
No, we really shouldn't. Laziness used to do that a little bit, you know. Now what? True blade. Okay, don't. Oh boy. Don't forget to DPS. That's right, I know how to teleport. Okay. That's gonna need me to move. This way, banana.
My blade sings.
No. The blade doesn't need to sing right now. Oh, it's...
impressive.
Not that it matters.
I shall have to try something different.
Moose's mantle, so she's changing class, I bet. Yep. Dancer. Interesting.
No quarter.
That's actually a quarter of the map. Oh dear. Okay, I know how this goes.
Have a taste.
We know this. Oh dear. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh no. I don't like this. Alright, we got this. Watch Heidelin have, not Heidelin, Vinot have come up with the armament system itself. Boost our damage.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Well, that's good for you. Magos, okay, so that's a Black Knight. Yep. I'm not doing too bad, go on. True arrow. Oh, spooky. Oh dear. Okay, they don't explode as much as I thought they would, so that's decent. I thought they'd be a lot bigger than that.
Prepare yourself.
This is where she's gonna figure out that the oh, it's gonna follow me. Oh, that's disgusting. Can't hit from there. Okay. Yep. Oh no. I have a second one, so we're good. I also have bone stacks, which is not as good. True stone. Cast that first one already. Why are you following me? This is the danger zone when you're close to me. Don't you know this by now?
We've only just begun.
Heroes mantle.
Come at me
Okay.
with your all.
Back to the paladin. Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad because I kind of the mechanic on this one are kind of softer. I keep forgetting my death design, and it's the problem. Okay. There's my vault stack gone.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Oh, I can see that the point is to stop her from getting those, huh? Okay, cool. Yikes. I could pile on some damage if I wanted to, I think, at the risk of... No, I can't target her, so no. Tell him as a gape. Tell him a gape, okay. Quickly, quickly now. This one. That's gonna hit me, yep. Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay, cool. Oh no, that's not good. Very bad, very bad. Nope. Come on. Faster. This one? Faster? Okay. No. Where's my shroud? Quickly. Okay, we got that one before it got bad. Yep. AoEs or thing. Lock onto something, please. Oh, jeez. How long do you think it's gonna... Oh, jeez. I can't read the messages right now, I'm sorry. Hey, that looks like Noctis. Nice. It's a Q2E, isn't it? Looks like the Royal Armaments. Woo! Pretty. I don't think my ability did much, but...
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have
If you say
seen
so.
enough.
Okay, cool. Messages. Alright, have a good one, Rice. Keep working at my goal until I finish it. Nice, nice, nice. Good night, Rice. It's a really good expansion right now. It's a really good expansion so far. Whew, definitely recommend.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
Bro, I got Bloodbath. I'd have been able to keep going. So I guess you only wipe if she gets 100%.
I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azem when we first sparred.
So
Despite being
Azem's
less than half my age,
strength
her
seems to be the
strength was
deciding factor.
astounding.
Interesting.
As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest.
I saw so many people
It
die.
seems we have both
you know?
learned much on our journeys.
Flowers? Oh no, Argo. There you go.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you.
Yeah, just you wait in the future.
A boon
So
to be
Argos
sure.
remembers us,
He never forgets his favorites, and is
which
ever
implies
eager
that
to come to
their memories
aid.
are going to keep it up. Dead stare. Spooky. Alright. What you got for me? How? No reward from that except the usual stuff. Okay. Come on. Don't leave me. Why leave from there when we could fly from here? I know it's more tiring for the Dogo, but come on. It's more efficient speed-wise. Whoa, an ether current. Midgard Solmer before. Let's go. We zooming. Oh, there's still a bunch of spots left. Never mind. So Argos have regular paws. What was the name of that tree? Yggdrasil, I'm calling it now. Never mind. Neotophorium. I didn't get the red of what she said. Oh. Neotophorion? Tophorion? I know that's supposed to be relevant to something mythologically speaking, I'm pretty sure, with a name like that, but... Even if I tumbled, I'll be fine. It's a tiny island. We're up to 5 or 4? 4 or 5 areas. Pretty, though. I bet this helmet has a
Quite a
visor.
small place.
Area 5, gotcha.
Lacking even the most basic
One more
equipment.
area afterwards, huh? No equipment whatsoever here. Interesting.
The present may yield
normal,
no clues,
I assume, for the situation.
but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
The Echo.
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me.
Told her she had it.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
What's number 2?
The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
A concept that we like to see a lot in video games and JRPGs is the world's memory or energy memory. I like it. It's a fun concept, but
come, let us try.
Sometimes it feels like a bit of a cop-out. I don't think it's the case here. Since our character can't do this thing freely. Come. Okay, mommy. It's the moment they launched.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their
She was like
respective
a main
stars.
unit, okay.
Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
Wonder what a
End of
cycle stands
status
for.
report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
Hmm.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
He didn't wear his mask for that one. It'll be something I want you to do later, but I'll
Yes.
only say when you get there,
Good
okay?
tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate.
Speculate.
We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
He's the same voice actor, which is interesting.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us.
Dragons.
Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike. How?
I have no idea.
That's the exciting part of meeting new everything.
Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No. I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life.
Don't know about that, man. The thought is precious.
Meteor.
It's pure. And
Though I gave you wings to soar
excellent.
the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming
She hasn't
and
left.
coming of age both.
Will there be apples covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food,
can't eat. Interesting.
perhaps a flower.
Help us.
Yes. Upon your return, I will give
This is
you
why
a
she gave the
beautiful
same to him.
flower.
So, what is your opinion?
I just realized I forgot to do something at work, and I've just remembered what it was. My bad. Oof. I just wouldn't wish for the final days, but we can all agree that even if he didn't wish for it... no, I don't think it's all that bad. I think I'm going to hear about it when I get back there, but I don't think I'm in super trouble.
As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life.
It might just cost us one chicken.
In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
It's too late. It's been 24 hours. It's been more than 24 hours. They would have noticed in the morning. What I forgot to do is...
with all swiftness.
I was in charge of the chicken, and that means roasting them, essentially, so I shove them into the oven. And then I pull them out when they're ready to go, and then when they're cooked, we put them into the display case. And they only stay in the display case for... Well, the display case. A warmer for 2 hours, otherwise they're considered bad. So when you take them out, you put them in the chiller, where they can cool down, and we can sell them cold. When I was done, when I was done making them, I checked them, and the last chicken that I was supposed to take out would have technically probably been chilled by the time I was gone, and I forgot to warn someone about it, I'm pretty sure. So there would have been one chicken just chilling in the chiller all night, which isn't great for bacteria's sake, so they probably threw it out. But considering that's like the only like full mistake I would have made all night, I'm pretty proud of myself. Having finished on time and all that good stuff. Alright, no problem. Meant to be riding something. The mount. Zoom in. Oh, Minotaur. Medusa. Don't touch. I love the name. Don't like you. Back. Yeah. Okay. Hills in my way. Nice. It makes sense that they would name things after Greek mythology here, actually, when I think of it. I'm just trying to get into the garden, my guy. Go to Labyrinthos where you should be. Come on. We haven't been to the depths of Labyrinthos, so I'm assuming that's the last area. Passage to Selecticos Borealis. Pokemon looks fun. Good. This guy actually big. They're the Hecaton Karis model, isn't it? If you look real close when you slash with the scythe, it's got little crescent moons. I'm so right about the graphics. It's ugly? Oof. It looked like a 3D Pokemon game to me, so. Nice. This is Hyperborea, so ice, we're gonna be cold? Katisis? I assume it'd be Katisis. Ethos Selecticus Boreas. Selecticus? Not that bad for a Pokemon game. I mean, tail cold grass looks like a crawls across through. Oof. Abyss is very critical of the Pokemon games because, much like me, he's been disenchanted with the most recent installments. as a third party to this conversation. I feel the need to point that out. With all due respect to Biz. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're not holding back. You can be critical and enjoy the games, yeah. Oh, Hermes is somewhere else. Interesting. You guys are going after him too? Sussy wussy. From his studies into dynamics as well as creation were entirely private pursuits. No one else spoke. Yeah, we did that too. Yeah. Possible explanations of the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. Yeah. Dynamis. Well, yeah, obviously. Either new. Okay. Your logic holds, but. He does in my time. Your point is solid drink. Finally. We're getting there. I wasn't expecting much from Gaffrix. Yeah, also resorted to his favorite animation technique, cutting to black. Oof. I'm gonna have to watch some actual gameplay of it. I hear, like, if Liam's saying it flows nicely, okay. I'm suspicious of everything. Alright, let's go talk to Hermes. Savior, thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. My point was not to offend you, my friend. Here's the crafting system. Oh. That's a... not a dislike point, but... New opinion about the FNAF game, yeah. Talk to me, Hythlo. Hythlo. 87, baby! Dark Dragon Boy. Not technically anime. Tiana's with him. Oh, you can see them, yeah. Straight down the path to teleport to my solstice euros from the device at the bottom. There's no cold stuff here. I like the FNAF games to begin with, so I have no opinion. I mean, I've never played them. They're horror games that definitely focus on jump scares, which some would agree are cheap horror, but is that a Valifor model, like actual Valifor model over there? Oh wow, they're just speeding us through this area now. Interesting. It's actually an adventure. It's an actual adventure. I'm just saying the new game is better than only jump scare. Ah, are you saying it's better? Or? I do hear it's not just clickety clicky, right? So props to them for that. Also, glam rock. So where'd you go? You would assume there was one press on the fan down, didn't matter. Fair enough. I'm gonna fight something, huh? Gotcha. There are 2 pins left in this whole area. Oh, 3. Okay. 2. Like horror movies, they are rarely actually good. Yeah, that's a bit. Cucullin. Riotous Morble. That's not a Morble, but sure. I've had enough of you. Force breath, yes, because they are actually just tiny Marlboros. Why are you so tanky when it comes to my regular attacks? Gross. It's a lot of weird purple stuff. Who am I looking for here? What am I looking for? Where Search for Hermes. Okay. I don't have to fight everything. We're just looking. Did I skip him? I might have. I triggered a fight and then I just... Yeah, exactly. They rely on... Yep. That's like I was saying. Botanical abominations bear down upon you with ravenous intent. Sounds like something straight out of Darkest Dungeon, honestly. Oh, well, this gun's not gonna be a problem. And you're dead. So I assume my goal is just to find something that'll trigger all the fights, maybe? A lot of psychological or tends to rely on it. They are afraid the Psychar won't hold up on its own. Yeah. That's a genre critique, and it's entirely valid. I just haven't consumed enough of the stuff to know. Most of the opinions on that I would have aren't of my own, but of stuff I've heard. So. Where are you? Okay, fine. You wanna go, we'll go. No. We're not extending anything. Where's my quarry? I'm not going to be running around this entire area for no bleeding reason. Come on, then. Come on. Are you guys just randomly generated? Because it's incredibly annoying. I really watch our event intentionally looking for something bad for the sake of comedy, you know? Like chicken snacks. I feel that though. Danielle. I mean, Hermes. I'm tired of fighting these things. I hate being unable to see stuff. Giant scorpion plants and... Oh my god. I literally already fought these. They're just respawning because I'm taking too long. It's not expecting that. Monsters just keep spawning. Ugh. Oh god. I was hoping that wasn't the case. Yeah, I'll stop running around in circles then we're just gonna ignore some of them. Okay. Well, when in doubt, running circles usually helps, but maybe he's above us? There you go. Got him. So just keep looking while you fight, then murder them all. Okay, gotcha. Important matter. Should be right outside? Okay, cool. No need to tell me twice. I can't type. It's all good. If we unlock the dungeon before the end of today's stream, like 5 or 10 minutes before, I'm gonna hop in. Oh no, I don't have time because of the extended part, right? It's fine. We'll see what happens. I know we're like 15 minutes away from what I'm supposed to be doing, so we're gonna have to maybe... We're probably gonna save the dungeon for Monday. We had a lot of interesting conversations tonight, though. I'm happy about that. What is this ghastly odor? Oh, sorry, they smell bad when they breathe. Spoke with Hermes. Who can smell? Oof. Our fastener should be removed. It's like... I like the, not close enough, I think. Mostly crabs. We're 87, that's pretty close. We did 2 levels today, pretty much. Monday, and I don't know if it's morning or night yet. Oh no. It's because they're going to reveal something, aren't they? Oh.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend
Hades,
disbelief.
yup.
Go on then.
Did
Tell
not care.
him what
We
you
needed
told
answers.
us.
I feel like the knowledge of who creates the final days and the person who who made it Venat want not to do the final days, wanted to stop Zodiac, are probably connected.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction,
Yep.
and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes.
Hermes is not unsundered, so what if the sundering of Hermes is the reason that they come
I
back all
must
upset,
stress
like...
that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom.
Ah, that's the thing that I've been pointing at, but they haven't. They've been acting like someone was in control of his experiment, but...
And so, distressing though the exercise may be,
But
ask
they're
that you
ignoring
share
the fact
with
that
us
these
your opinion on the matter.
creations that are so tuned
On
into
the
dynamics, to
assumption
the
that our visitor's
power of
tale is
emotions,
true.
the energy of emotions, I should say, they have their own thoughts and personalities and identities. What if they just did the thing themselves? That'd be something.
Even you, Vana.
Yeah.
As you say, the phenomena observed in the 2 calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis.
Dynamis?
Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves.
Yes.
The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age.
That makes sense. Less soul, less ether, less resistance to Dynamis. Dynamis.
As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis.
In essence, yes.
Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it.
So whenever you guys tried to use
Therefore,
ether, because there was less of it
rather
coming
than
out...
ourselves, the calamity affected our... In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether.
But did you tell
Thus
him
are
about
they
Zodiac,
susceptible
probably?
to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
Well, reverse engineering all that stuff, right?
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings.
Like I
Feelings
said,
for
yeah.
which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise,
So it's
it
planet
would
itself?
be the agent of such extreme change.
Etherites.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something,
Oh, okay. I
is
said that. Yeah.
instigating the star's demise.
And it was stopped by Zodiac.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
I think it's the bird girl.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
From outside of it? Okay. So the planet is an egg theory scrapped. In the bin.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
It is her.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Oh man, do I find that hard to believe?
Only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
I want to scream right now.
May we please be friends?
She asked that to me earlier.
Meteon. What is it?
So the meteor are the meteors.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
Did we just trigger the final days?
Been established. Commencing status report.
Oh my lord. Oh my mommy Heidelin.
It hurts, it hurts. It hurts.
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand.
I was right.
Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon.
Why am I down though?
So scared. So
She's connected to me.
the pain. It's too much.
No one cares about me, honestly.
Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs Dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
That was terrifying. We got 5 minutes left. I'm gonna not. I'm not gonna have a choice but to stop. I'm not gonna make it to the dungeon, but especially if you're telling me there was that long after the. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the theory I've been formulating ever since I walked into here, since we learned about the sisters, I'm solid on. I'm pretty convinced something bad happened to the media when they left. They reached something and it corrupted one or many of them. Many of them, or one of them, who then corrupted the rest. And then, because they're within close distance on the way back, they can corrupt this Meteon. Oh, God. It's Lotus, not Lotis. To get to it, you think? I'm afraid that if I learn the name of the dungeon, I'm going to want to keep going, but we'll see. Wow, that was... Yikes. I had to stay quiet for like a couple minutes. Jeez Louise. Not to say that that was uncomfortable, but holy heckin' crap. It's the rest of the media. The music's not helping. It's setting my teeth on edge, yo. Okay, this expansion might be better than Shadowbringers. Not her. Check behind obstacles within range. Suspicious disturbance. Oh, that's not water, it's just... Oh, it is water, okay. I'm ready to have nightmares, by the way. Shadowbringers was fantastic. Endwalker is a... It's getting there. She's doing it again. Don't do it again, please. Tell me. I'll listen, I promise. Medion. I'm gonna follow you. I'm wearing this Monster Hunter armor. What do you think it's for? Not killing you necessarily, but... I've got ice crystals we can play. The blackened eyes was bad enough. The whole bleeding was not. It's just a smidge above that. Just physically. Oof. Okay, fine. Oh, that's like that thing we fought in the Void Arc, huh? Ochu. We're not done searching, we're in that zone. And that's Salk. What are you doing all the way over here, buddy? It's very close. I don't think that would be... Keep searching. Oh, I thought I saw that was my mount leaving. Never mind. We had an advantage for this part though. We could see the spots where people were getting cutscenes. This is what other life forms are like. This is the reason we traveled the stars, why we sought out other life forms. They went places and they were attacked. They saw war, probably. Creatures that are so empathic. I can only imagine they're... At best it's war, at worst it's something even worse. But for it depends on how many of them saw what they saw. I'm happy I'm doing this and there's no people there, by the way. I'm not... That's actually fun. It's interesting that I have to find this myself. It feels more realistic, actually, the way I put it. Like, it feels like I'm more invested in it, or not invested, but like, and that was one of the fun languages. Cool. It feels like I'm more, it's a word I use all the time in RP. What is it? I don't remember. I don't remember the word. What do you got for us, Medion? I report for dissemination to Hermes and all people living theorists. Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligence of relation agents, formulating answers to the question, finalizing report. That's where she has a breakdown again? Yeah. You mustn't listen. Talk to me. Medion! It's wrong, it's all wrong, I bet. Flees towards the lake. She said she didn't know. Yeah. What do you make of the situation? I don't think accessing is a good idea, but sure. Yeah, okay. They have very good reception if they can connect over, you know, several galaxies. That background music, it's not the fun one. Oh, the end of the quest, okay. Probably, yeah. Swift ethereal downpour. Wow. Lethe. Interesting choice for a name there, buddy. We're already a little over time, but it's fine. Best point in the sex pack. Oh boy, I'm traveling with Emmett. That's great. Come on, Hades. Hey, Kelpie. Remember when that was a boss? Why can't I fly? Huh. Right, I can't. Come on. Wait for you, buddy. Don't lose me. We're going that way, I guess. He really doesn't have much distance. He'll put up with. Not here, please. I know where you are. He used up all his patience on actual Asm, not liver you. What did that say? By the rock issue? Very well. No hiding for you. Oh. It'll break Hermes, huh? What's gonna hurt her into their midst? At least you can sprint. This is a bit frustrating that I have to run after her for 2 quests. Urano. Uranos? Oh, please. Especially after she goes all goop-eyed. Yeah, it's... I'm not here to pick a fight. Is that an ether? No. Pose at it real strong. It'll help. There we go. Talk to me, Emmett. That's not it. Survey. I need answers, game, yeah. Though I feel like the goop eye might have been like our perception of it thanks to her manipulation of the dynamis, but... But you just told me there was nothing there, but sure. Third time's a charm, right? We can see her and still they find a way to make us like have to dig through multiple options, maybe? This time we got a partner though. He looks half bored.
Aha!
Aha!
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Rad. Do you ever, like, can you imagine how panicked she is? Gotta love that snap, though. That's almost a smile. Enough running. Oh, right. Vinat's here.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Is that why Hermes becomes all nihilistic?
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please,
If the words "kill me" come out of your mouth.
please protect
Okay.
them. Protect them all.
That's the point. That's what we're here for.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
That's only spooky.
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers
So
to
what's the
Hermes'
question he asked?
we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each
Forget
star.
if we heard it or not.
Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in
Everyone
ice.
died on that one.
Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Yikes.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population short. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
No habitations whatsoever there too.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for, what gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so.
Hermes wants an answer for himself.
But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
There's no meaning to life. Everyone wants to die.
Meteion, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life form.
When did I start playing Nier again?
Turning a deaf ear, are we?
Should only listen to Hermes.
We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
You told her that, yeah?
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. these words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
Oh, what are you doing, you absolute mad lad?
What is the meaning of this?
He's transformed, my dude.
You cannot take Meteor. Not until she has finished her report.
Huh.
All else must wait.
So he's gonna drag her to the dungeon, huh? I get it. I do. My guy.
You fool!
And that's what made Hermes the one who ends this world, huh? His affection for Meteion. Shoot. And that sucks mad. Hold on, is the trust gonna be those three? Because that's gonna be absolutely incredible. Oh. We already know Venat does the Graha thing where she switches, so that's neat. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the trial, or the dungeon, sorry, and then we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna continue Monday. It'll be a great way to start. But I'm pretty confident in my theory that the shooting stars we see during the final days, those are the Meteor. I probably won't be night. Let me see if I can get in the afternoon. What have we here? Something happened inside Catesis. Yes. Did we evacuate immediately? That would be Hermes. So the way I understood the way you guys were explaining it, the transformation is unique. Like they only transform into one thing. It's essentially the god's true form. But people aren't supposed to look at it. Let's see what they did there. Well, you're not supposed to look at the god's true form in myth either. But go to trust menu and spam click Venat. God. Oh right, you can't fight. That's great. I'm like, I know how to fight. Let me in. Ah. So, Azim really be the Warrior of Light, huh? A lot of potent spells as easily as breathing. Are they all fills? That's incredible. Face the future together. Yep. I will give you something. Emit tank and damage. Okay. Catesis Hyperborea. I will give you something. There's no way I could have predicted this part of the story without precognition, as you say. I mean, it's a Dark Knight. Oh man, I love that. Okay. The third seat, all-rounder, Souls tier.
Come, let us be off. Come.
It's alright.
Let
I
us
had to
be
do
off. Come, let us be off.
it. That's weird.
Come,
So
let
they
us
can
be off.
fill in other scenarios,
Come,
but here
let
they
us
have to
be
do
off.
those. Emmett Salk says that he has all three. But also, yes. No. But his symbols only say he has two. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Everyone's level 87. They have to take these Soul Seer, but you're actually a bard. Interesting. Also continues to lead credence to my theory that they only change the names on classes that are from the first from ARR. You don't have an official class, it's third seat. You don't have an official class, it's all arounder, so you technically do all three. Interesting. The third seat. It's beautiful. And I don't want to end here like at this particular location, so let's go back to Poitin Oikos. We are almost three quarters through this expansion, folks, prior to the post stuff that hasn't released yet, except for like the raid's first third. So thank you to everyone who came out tonight. That was a great stream. I think we got a clip out of it. I like that. We got a raid, a clip. It's fantastic. I love this. So we will see each other. You want me to check? I'm gonna check right now while we're at it. How about that? Let's check our schedule for next Monday, and we'll see when the next stream is. This is the last stream this week. I apologize for anyone who wanted to see the dungeon this week. He does the usual JRPG companion thing. Don't worry about it. We're doing Trust. It's going to be great. I swear this is going to be fantastic. Okay. Oh! It's going to be an evening stream. Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, folks. That's our next Final Fantasy 14 stream. I'll see you then. Until then, get some rest, get some drink. Don't destroy your livers. And we were going to be doing Thesis Hyperborea at that moment. I hope to see you all there. It's going to be a hell of a stream. I love you, folks. See you then.